Alright, so I'm not a big fan of Commander nor Glory Finder. And it's been something that it bothered me a little bit when I saw that they're making uh this turning Shadowverse into like Commander-ish. Obviously, it's gonna be called Glory Finder. I'll try to start mentioning it as Glory Finder so it doesn't get mixed up. So a lot of people at my local are probably going to be playing this more than the actual game. And Side Games or Bushiroad is going to be releasing promos exclusives and glory exclusive cards for Glory Finder. So yeah, obviously this is probably going to be me shitting on Glory Finder. I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like it's very gimmicky, but it's something fun. Except I hate when other people are having fun, and I imagine that a lot of people are the same as me. So this is probably a draft that I've been working on for Glory Finder. I don't even have the leader, but this is going to make my glory card, so just imagine I have a forest leader so I can use this. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, this is Deepwood Anomaly Glory Finder gimmick deck. I will try to spread all the cards in here and put them as nicely organized as I can, and probably run you through how the game works, but the main win condition is going to be Deepwood Anomaly. Not sure if they're going to errata him or do something about him, but he has a very unique effect. I don't know if you can read it there, but his effect is that if this card deals damage to a leader, you win the game. So the main win con is going to be this guy. You start with 30 HP, and obviously the game kind of like slowly, develops into some chaos, just like in Commander. But in here, obviously, your mana stops at 10. So how do we manage that? Well, we have to at least get to turn 9, or find a way to get 9 play points in order to get the full combo out. Now, it is a little bit consistent in a way. I have play tested this on 1v1, so in theory, if you're playing with 3 people or 4 people, the deck should work. If you're playing with 4 people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will target you and just attack you with everything. So yeah, that's not even fun. But there are a couple ways to counter those problems. And I try to build the deck based out of statistics on how often I could draw into those cards. So yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, we already have 50 cards in here. It's supposed to be 20 of all, but I only have like 15 or 16 cards because I didn't know what to fit them with, and then obviously the glory. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this toxic deck. I'm pretty sure this doesn't have any glory exclusive cards, by the way, because Glory Finder will come out in a couple, like in a month from now or 2 months from now. I am not sure by the time I'm recording this. So yeah, so probably the glory exclusive cards will probably fix this problem whatsoever, or just Side Games or Bushiroad decides to ban cards like this guy, and Sporticus coming in upcoming set. So yeah, so let's start this. Deepwood Anomaly deals damage to the enemy leader, you win. Let me put him in here, so I'll go back to him later. So how do you win with this? You have to draw as many cards as you can. So you can see here, Path to Purgatory, burn you for 3, draw 3 cards, and in case something goes bad, you can just tap it during the end phase and just deal 6 damage to all enemies followers. We got Archangel Reina. Is just a ward. That's the reason why I'm playing her. Execution and Erd, 2 spot removals that are actually pretty good. Obviously, Erd just put into the EX, and then you can evolve and probably pick someone other EX card. I don't know, opponent is playing Beauty and the Beast or something else. Yeah. Execution is a spot removal. Things could get wild, so Execution. You start with 3 play points, so you could play this by turn 2. So yeah, those are all my neutral cards that I'm currently playing. I'll probably fix some cards here and there, get rid of stuff. But as of now, this is probably what it's helping me. Now, I am playing for Dragoncraft. I'm playing one Tamano Cross. On raise, deals damage to an enemy follower. So no, she gets +1. Yeah, +1/+1, and deals 2 damage to an enemy follower. By the first turn, you can play this and raise her. So if you're going second or third, this card will pretty much be useful to get rid of problematic cards if your opponent's playing something early. So yeah, just to keep all your opponent's fields, you know, all nice and secured. Dragon's Oracle is self-explanatory. Increasing your play points by 1 is pretty good. Dragon winning is just deal 2 damage to all the other ones, kind of like a little bit of a board wipe, you know, and if you're in overflow, deals 3 instead. Serpent's Rat, spot removal, draw a card if you're in overflow. Dragon Forte, in case your opponents kind of know what you're dealing with, having a different alternate win con or getting rid of cards on your opponent's field is pretty good. So yeah, Forte. Shenlong draws you 2 cards. Board wipe, Dragonic Fever, same as Dragon Oracle, but you heal 3 and draw a card on top of that. Super Creek, you heal, and it has a ward, so you can stall a little bit more. This could be something else. I think there's a Forest Craft card that searches you for an amulet, so you can just have access to Path to Purgatory. But I haven't really like tried it as of now. Kind of really like this. I don't want to have too many cards to search and then they're dead on the field. Obviously, I can just crash them into something else, but I prefer having a little bit more access to wards and board wipes than just, you know, have everything as searchable as possible, even though a lot of the cards in this deck are searchable. Finally but not least, to round up the Dragoncraft cards, we got Genesis Dragon. It's a 10-10, 10-12, 9 Storm, you know, alternate win con just in case. For Forestcraft, we have Nature's Guidance, then Twiddledum Twiddledee, Ancient Elf, Marvelous Sunday, Alien Flash, and Yukino Brujin. Has a ward. This will let you recycle any of your cards in the field. So for example, you already have Path to Purgatory in the field, you can add it back to your hand, play it again next turn, or the same turn, draw 3 more cards, just to start cycling through your entire deck as fast as possible. Same with all the other ones. You can add Earth back, send something to the EX, or Shenlong, you know. What if Shenlong is low because your opponents didn't took care of it as soon as possible? You could just drop an Ancient Elf, add him back to your hand, draw 2 more cards, get to your win condition as fast as possible, and that's it. But Ancient Elf, obviously, same with a bunch of other cards that I will show you, are pretty good. Alien Flash, adding something to the hand, +1/+1 is pretty good. Ward, healing 2 with Marvelous Sunday, just another card to add cards to your hand. Same with Ancient Elf, and same with Nature's Guidance, but you draw a card compared to the other one that I forgot the name. This one, Floral Breeze. It's kind of like the same, so you don't have this. This is a side 1 card. You could just play Floral Breeze, but you know, you kind of like that. You really want to draw a card. For Swordcraft cards, these are mainly just like kind of like your search engine and your win conditions. Let me just put them in here. So we have Maid Leader, Gunner, Maid Saria, Castle in the Sky, outrunning the Entropian Heat, Pompous Princess. That is a little bit gimmicky. This probably I will get rid of it, but you know, it might come a couple of times here and there. And Aurelia. Aurelia is in case things get out of control. You can just drop her and she will just, you know, get Aura. You get Aura and +2/+2. So she will help you survive a couple of annoying turns if your opponent doesn't get rid of it, because they have to ram into it. Gemstaff Commander will just search you for your win con. Maid Leader is going to search you for your win con, and Gunner Maid Saria is going to search you for your kind of alternate win con. But just to put it in perspective, you want to get your hands on Maid Leader to get access to your win con. and your win con is going to be outrunning the intrusion heat, that just says that you pick a follower on the field and give it storm. So you can already see how everything is coming together. You get your hands on this, play this, so turn 9 you play this with this. If your opponent doesn't have any ward or doesn't have enough play points to get rid of this guy because it's an 8/8, well, you already won. So that's basically the win condition of this deck. Now, how do you get access to this? Then, well, you know, once we get to it, I'll probably explain to it. So yeah. Anyways, for Abysscraft cards, we got Pandemonium, Demonium Punk Devil, Death Spread. Death Spread is a little bit of another alternate win condition, because you could on turn 7 play Deepwood Anomaly, kind of like gimp your opponent that you are already going to win next turn. So if everybody's getting rid of this, you can just go ahead and Death Spread this, and by the next turn you have enough play points to play the outrunning the heat. So it's just another way to kind of like win in that situation. Obviously, if this gets sent to the graveyard by your opponent playing something that discards a card, yeah, things are not going to look pretty good. But yeah, we have to maximize our ways, and that's the reason why we have a lot of cards to draw cards. For example, Path to Purgatory, and yeah. So now for that's the only thing for Abysscraft. The Punk Devil just gets Bane and heals you 2, and it's an early war that is pretty good. You can play Bellringer, but I don't have spares, and I kind of don't have space. Kind of really like how this is going, so yeah. For Runecraft, obviously, we have a lot of spot removals and cards in here. So, starting off, cost 1s. Since we're playing a lot of Uma cards, this will deal 3 damage the majority of the time, so it's a good spot removal. Inside, just an Upstart Goblin, Fiery Chain spot, gets rid of problematic cards, early gain. Rhyme Wind, same thing. Sorcery's Cachet is the one that you could get rid of this, but it's another card that could get you access to this, on theory. So yeah, same with Chain of Calling. Chain of Calling, you will just get you access to Merlin. Merlin's the one that gets you access to Heat. So yeah, make some noise. Just a surefire bullet for Uma. I play like 8 carrots, so yeah. Fate's Hand draws you card. Witch Bolt, same thing, draw a card, and spot removal. Narita Top Road draws you 2 card, +1/+1. Merlin searches whatever you need at that point. Sometimes if you already got access to this card, you search for Dragon's Oracle, so you're one step ahead of your opponent, so you can just search for this, draw a card, and get 1 turn ahead. But mainly you will be searching for for Entrouching the Heat, and that's it. And in Fire Embrace, it's just a spot removal. So yeah. For Haven, just to round up all the cards, we have Snake Priestess with the Will to Overtake, Sacred Plead, Magia Ardent, Dark Charisma, Blackened Scripture, Cleric Lancers, Dark Torrent, and I don't know why am I saying all the Haven crap names, and Tempest Degree. Board wipe, could be a potential board wipe. Annoying Ward, spot removal, searches for an amulet, so this can search you for this, or can search you for Sacred Plead, or the Will to Overtake, or this. Actually, I'm never talking about the Castle in the Sky. Castle in the Sky just gets you access to Forte and Genesis Dragon. I think those are the only Storm cards that I currently playing. But yeah, it is good, filters your deck. Sacred Plead just draws you a card. The Will to Overtake just stacks them how you want. Magia Ardent, it's a ward that gets added to your hand unless you control a Magia card during the start of your main phase, so you can kind of like keep replaying her, and she's a 3/3 cop for 1. And then we're playing Snake Priestess, that is another ward, so 1/3. So yeah, probably so just to kind of like run down how the deck works in a way, you just need access to this card and get once you get access to this and survive until turn 9, you won. Unless your opponents have something against them. But in theory, usually everybody just wastes all the resources, and there are not enough cards in here to get rid of this guy. Only Execution is probably going to be the only annoying card, but drawing 1 in 50, odds are a little bit low, unless you're filtering your deck or you're kind of like preparing for this guy right here. There are multiple ways you can make this guy unstoppable. The other card that came to my mind was like a Soulcraft card that gives him aura and +1/+2. So basically makes him untouchable. But why would you play that when you have a card that could win on spot? So yeah, you can kind of see here everything. Take a screenshot if you want or something. It's probably the most toxic shit I have ever built right now. But yeah, main win con, get to Merlin. Merlin gets you to this. You win on turn 7. The rest of the cards are just ways to stall and just ways to kind of like cycle through the entire deck. So for example, if for XY reason you open this searches for a princess, so this will search you for Aurelia or the Pompous Princess. Pompous Princess could potentially give you access to the main leader, but yeah, odds are very low. But you can also have access to Arden, and I think that's it for cost 1. Oh no, Snake Priestess. There aren't that many good targets for her, but I'm just playing it because it's a potential chance, because she looks top 5 calls of cost 1. Yeah. Gemstaff Commander gets you access to the Maid. Maid gets you access to Merlin. Merlin gets you access to the Heat. That's probably the only thing you need to see. So if you see any of those cards in your opening hands, you will probably already win. Now, if you see Dragon's Oracle or Dragonic Fever, you're already in a good spot. Now, obviously, you have to like pick what will you do in some certain situations, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people will probably just pick on you, so you have to keep every opponent's field in check. So that's what Demis Degree is here. Conflagration is here, and a bunch of other cards just to start slowly, you know, kind of like get rid of your opponent's board on your turn, because obviously everything has Summoning Sickness, so getting to your win condition is fast, you know, it's possible. Obviously you'll probably get hate. Hopefully this card gets banned. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. Those are all the 50 cards. Those are all the 50 cards. Now for the evolved decks, just to, you know, run through it really quick. So we got one Forte, self-explanatory. Merlin could get very annoying if you get Dragon's Oracle early, because you could go ahead and play Merlin, search for the Heat or search for whatever other card you need, you know, in case, yeah. Then evolve the Merlin, copy Dragon's Oracle or Dragon's Oracle, because you can't copy Dragonic Fever. Copy Dragon's Oracle, increase your play points by another point. So yeah, you know, Merlin is pretty good. Same thing for XY reason, you open with Heat, by some reason you have to discard it. You could just go ahead and, you know, play Merlin. Hopefully it survives. Usually it doesn't. And try a way to copy it so you can give Deepwood Anomaly that, or you could just go ahead and take the gamble, play Deepwood Anomaly, hope it survives. If it survives, you win. But yeah, there are a lot of weird things, gimmick things that you could do. The Deepwood Anomaly evolved. He just adds a card back to the owner, put it on the bottom of your opponent's deck. Ancient Elf adds a card back to the hand. Erd, Maid Leader, because obviously it searches for an evolved follower, so you could search Merlin. Tweedledee Tweedledoo. This adds you a cost 1 card, so this could give you access to the main leader. That's one of your main win cons. But it can also give you access to a bunch of other cards that are cost 1, for example Nature's Guidance or any of your other rewards. So that's the only reason why I'm playing him. Shenlong, just to increase your play points. I am not playing this card. I don't know why. It just draws you a card. Probably I'm not playing it. It's just to take a spot. It's probably something else. And then carrots. These are all carrots. That's it. Why? Because you have 20 spaces and I didn't know what to fill them with. So carrots, and I ran out of carrots. I gave them away. Gave away all my carrots. Yeah. This is probably going to be the most annoying deck if it doesn't get banned ASAP. I'm even scared to upload this video because, yeah, probably a lot of people will be playing this. Like, you know, they make tournaments or something. Everybody will be playing a different variation of this. But yeah, take my deck profile as a reference. That's probably the only thing I can say. So, yeah. That's about it. Gore TCG out.